Elon Musk enters UK politics. A revolutionary movement or a bold stunt? What happens when one of the world's most influential tech titans decides to step into the stormy waters of British politics? Chaos, controversy, and, perhaps, change. Elon Musk has made headlines for everything from launching rockets to revolutionizing electric vehicles. But his latest target isn't technological, it's political. The billionaire CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, and now the owner of X, formerly Twitter, has turned his gaze across the Atlantic, challenging the leadership of the UK's Labour government with audacious claims and actions. But why has Musk taken this bold step? Why are millions rallying behind him? And what does this mean for the future of free speech, democracy, and governance in Britain? Before we dive into Musk's latest exploits, remember to like, subscribe, and share this video to keep fueling thought-provoking stories that push boundaries and question the status quo. Musk, the maverick who won't stay silent. Elon Musk has always been about defying expectations. He electrified the automobile industry with Tesla, reached for the stars with SpaceX, and bought X to champion free speech. Yet, until recently, Musk had largely avoided entangling himself in direct political disputes. His focus was on technology, innovation, and reshaping industries. But Musk has now entered the political arena, challenging not just policies, but power structures themselves. His latest target, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer and the Labour Party. Musk's criticisms have been swift, sharp, and unrelenting, particularly on issues of free speech and government overreach. In a series of tweets, Musk accused the Labour government of fostering a tyrannical police state, igniting debates that have since gripped the nation. From retweets to revolutions, Musk's involvement in British politics began with a single retweet. He shared a petition demanding a general election in the UK, a move that seemed innocuous at first but quickly turned into a phenomenon. Before Musk's involvement, the petition had a modest following, but within hours of his retweet, it surpassed 100,000 signatures, the threshold required for parliamentary discussion. By the end of the week, the petition had garnered over 1 million signatures, with the number still climbing. What made Musk's action so impactful wasn't just the size of his platform, but his ability to energize and unify discontent. For many, Musk's retweet symbolized more than dissatisfaction with the Labour government. It was a rallying cry for accountability, transparency, and justice. Labour's silence fuels the fire. The Labour government, led by Prime Minister Keir Starmer, has faced mounting criticism over issues ranging from rising costs of living to allegations of censorship. However, instead of addressing public grievances directly, the government has largely remained silent, hoping the uproar would fade. This strategy has backfired spectacularly. Musk capitalized on this silence, tweeting, "Democracy dies in silence. Leaders must engage, not hide." This single tweet encapsulated the frustrations of many who felt ignored by the current administration. Social media exploded with hashtags like #GeneralElectionO and #PeoplyDeservetter. What began as an online movement soon spilled into real-world conversations, from town halls to coffee shops. The free speech battleground. At the heart of Musk's critique is a fundamental issue: free speech. The billionaire has long positioned himself as a defender of open discourse, often railing against what he sees as attempts by governments worldwide to stifle dissent. The UK has become a focal point for these concerns, with reports emerging of citizens facing legal consequences for social media posts critical of government policies. Musk didn't hold back, calling out these practices as censorship masquerading as regulation. His stance resonated with millions, many of whom feel increasingly disenfranchised by a system that punishes dissent while failing to address more pressing issues, such as public safety and economic stability. Musk's tweet, "When governments silence their critics, they undermine democracy itself," became a rallying cry for those demanding change. Economic woes and public outrage. The UK is grappling with a cost of living crisis, rising inflation, and crumbling public services. Many believe the Labour government has failed to address these challenges effectively, leaving citizens to bear the brunt of economic hardship. Musk has amplified these grievances, sharing posts highlighting the struggles of ordinary Britons. One viral post read, "How can we trust a government that can't ensure affordable housing or decent wages?" By giving these voices a global platform, Musk has turned economic discontent into a central theme of the growing movement. His tweets have not only spotlighted systemic failures, but have also galvanized a grassroots effort to demand better governance. Musk versus Starmer, a clash of ideologies. The feud between Musk and Prime Minister Starmer has become a symbol of the larger battle between citizens and the establishment. Musk's criticism isn't limited to policies, it's about leadership itself. In a scathing tweet, Musk declared, "A true leader listens to their people. Silence is not an option." This statement struck a chord with those who feel that the Labour government has become disconnected from the realities faced by everyday citizens. Starmer's failure to directly address Musk's criticisms has only added fuel to the fire. Analysts have described Labour's inaction as a colossal misstep, widening the gap between the government and the public. Musk's growing influence has filled this vacuum, turning him into an unlikely hero for many disillusioned voters. Technology as a catalyst for change. Musk's involvement in British politics underscores the power of technology in amplifying voices and driving change. Platforms like X have become modern-day public squares, where movements are born and ideas are debated. Musk's ability to use his platform to unify discontent and inspire action highlights the potential of social media to challenge traditional power structures. However, it also raises questions about the role of influential figures in shaping public discourse. While many celebrate Musk's actions as a defense of democracy, others question the ethics of a billionaire exerting such significant influence on political matters. The road ahead: revolution or recklessness? Musk's entry into British politics has undoubtedly shaken the establishment. His outspoken criticism of the Labour government and his defense of free speech have resonated with millions, sparking a movement that shows no signs of slowing down. Yet, his actions also highlight the complexities of navigating the intersection of technology, politics, and public sentiment. Will Musk's involvement lead to meaningful change, or is this just another chapter in his maverick narrative? One thing is certain: Elon Musk has once again proved that he is not afraid to challenge the status quo, whether it's in the tech industry or the halls of government. As the movement grows, the Labour government faces an uphill battle to regain public trust. The question now is whether they will rise to the occasion or continue to retreat into silence, leaving the future of British politics in the hands of an unlikely disruptor. What do you think about Elon Musk's bold foray into UK politics? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the stories shaping our world. Musk's entry into British politics has undoubtedly shaken the establishment. His outspoken criticism of the Labour government and his defense of free speech have resonated with millions, sparking a movement that shows no signs of slowing down. Yet, his actions also highlight the complexities of navigating the intersection of technology, politics, and public sentiment.